Hey, True Believers England team here. Do we have it? Is just Jughead waiting right now? Okay, anyway, I thought I would do this. I'm going to shove these books into the auction somehow. I went to the comic book warehouse today. They were having a sale, and apparently it's going to be a permanent thing now. So I'll be able to actually pick up books here on a weekly basis. There were some really good books. I wanted to go for some big dogs, but they're not discounted enough yet for me because there were a couple of 200 books and they're like 20% off. All righty. I'll wait until it gets bigger. But I did find some cool books anyway. They're going to go into the 2s and the 3s, the 5s, and so forth and so on. I was asked, can I find some hero graphics? And I did. I'm very happy with that. So I'm kind of excited. These film forces and so forth, they're hard to get a hold of. They are. Occasionally I might get one or two. I've got a good collection here. So you know what, as they say, all right, you're out in the wild. Eric's out in the wild hunting comics. That's why he's not here. He loves a good unboxing. But there you go. Let me get something to put these things in. Let me move this over here. All right, and we'll get this thing on the road here. Get the show on the road, as they say. In somewhere. All righty, kids, starting this off. Now, I do know for a fact I showed off the first issue of Flair First Edition. Here is issue number 2 right here. This is one of those hero graphics books. There you go. And I'm going to be pricing these out, making sure where to put them. Also, speaking of original, this is Flair First Edition, but I actually think this is First Edition. It's so old. The Adventures of Flair when she was a girl. So here you go, and this is issue number 3. You could see why these books are kind of sought after. And then we have Flair number 2. I think I have number 1 somewhere. Yeah, I showed off number 1 in the last haul video, and here's issue number 2. All righty. And then we have issue number 3. Okay, focus. And we also have issue number 4. All righty. And I have issue number 5. And issue number 6, the first appearance of Tigress. There you go. Have the annual as well. And I don't know where to put this. I don't know if this runs issue number 7, but here is issue number 7. All righty. And we also have issue number 15 with Tigress. All right. Couldn't turn down a good cheesecake cover here. All righty. What do we have? Flair First Editions, or reprints of the first volume with an additional news story. Cool. The cheesecake card is all rolling out already. Yes, it is, sir. I've got some Film Force as well. Here we have another run of Flair, and this is issue number 1. And I know you guys like to look at the backs too sometimes, but and here is issue number 2. And here is issue number 3. Now, the way I'm going to do these, I'm going to look them up, but I'm going to put them in the same set, but I might treat them like the big dogs, how I put a sticker on it, just in case there's a price variation. It'll be in the same set, but one might be $2. One might be more, depending on the value. All righty, getting away from the cheesecake, we've got a couple of Daredevils here now. Usually, in all honesty, it's kind of surprising. I get the Frank Miller run more often than any other run. I've been looking for a John Romita run, and I can't get them for some reason. They're harder to get. But here is Daredevil number 234, where he fights Madcap. I hear that my team on Tuesday, our role-playing game, went up against Madcap. I'm kind of jealous on that one. I was too sick to play. Here's 235, where Daredevil fights Mr. Hyde. And then in issue number 237, he goes against the Claw. Alrighty. I remember this one was like a random serial killer kind of thing. And this one is issue number 238, I think. Yeah, 239. Then we have issue number 257. There you go. Classic Ramita cover. And then we have issue number 260 with Typhoid Mary. And then we have issue number 268. And issue number 271. We have issue number 273. And issue number 277. We got Daredevil 285. Here's Daredevil number 290. And then we've got issue number 297. I wish I could tell you we have the full story, but we're missing issue number 298. Here's 297, and here's 299. And then issue number 300. And this is basically Daredevil's revenge, where he goes after the Kingpin. Remember in Born Again, Kingpin kind of knocks him down a couple of pegs. Well, here you have the revenge part. It's a really good story, and I would recommend even picking up those 3 books. Really cool. A lot. That is a great run. Actually, to me, Daredevil number 1 to 300 is damn near perfect comics. Excuse me, guys. I was driving my freaking air conditioning zonked out just as summer is, well, first summer. Our spring is like first summer. And yes, the 7 is part from volume 2, the 1, 2, and 3 you just, okay, cool. I appreciate it. Okay. I appreciate it more if you would buy a few comics from me tonight so I didn't waste my money. That'd be awesome. We did. He was vexing. What? Oh, he was vexing. Okay, going up against Madcap. All righty, let's get the next lot. I put them together by lots, like not necessarily value or anything. It's just that these are Flare, these are Daredevil. Now I'm going to do Fem Force right here, and we have number 36. There we go. And we have issue number 39. And we have issue number 50. Now, this one, the next one has me interested. Oh, by the way, I found that they had a lot of Fem Force there because one grabbed 51, 52, and 53. And 51 was a model cover. And I was like, no, leave off Fem Force alone. And they almost kicked me out of the store. I didn't actually say anything, but I was in my head going, no, LK needs those. All righty. So, by the way, anybody could bid up against LK, but I was very surprised to see this one because I love the inclusion of the Frankenstein in this one. This is issue number 54. I forget who's, I think it's Dell's Frankenstein that has that kind of face. And then we have issue number 55. And we have issue number 56. And we have issue number 58. And here is issue number 59. And we have issue number 60. And we have issue number 61. Here is issue number 62. Hey, Grotto, what's up? And we have issue number 63 and issue number 66. Now, remember, guys, I am going to be rushing to get these into tonight's auction. I have literally got tonight's auction set up right here, and I'm trying to figure out a way how can I move these books in there and not have it run for 17 hours. So I will figure out a way. I think I already have, but let's move on here. Just actually, let me get some of you. I have a bunch of these comics, but I forgot which one said Jughead. Let's see, Flare first. Okay, I got that one. Some things are becoming flaringly obvious. Oh, says Dalton. Not in that voice, I'm sure. Surprisingly enough, I don't know how tall you are, Dalton, but you seem, I know you're in a chair, but you seem short, but you've got a you're not as deep as MK, but you got to admit, Dalton's kind of got a deep voice for the size of guy who he looks. Let's see. England, Tina Nurley today. I just wanted to do an unboxing, kind of tell everybody, hey, look, we got some new books from different than what I showed earlier. I barely just finished reading the second part of Katana's origin you gave me. Did Suicide Squad botch Katana? Actually, the movie, yes. I love the costume, but the movie I think did, which is kind of sad. It's the same actress who plays in The Boys, played Katana. She's a much better character than they gave her, but I think she was fine in like Batman and the Outsiders. And in the comic, she's good. Put them up early because I'm sick as a dog right now. Alrighty. Hey, Ash, what's up? MK's like, hey, I'm a deep voice guy. There you go. All right, before we move on to, I got 3 Batman here, and then it's all like one shots, almost. Alrighty. And these are mostly going to fall in the 2, 3s, and 5s category. The way they said they're doing it, they're opening this warehouse and they're going to keep it open. And the books are going to be, like today, they were $1 each. And then the next day it's going to be, or next week, it's going to be 50 cents each. And then they're going to kind of shift these books out and bring new books in. It's going to start, and it's every week it's going to be like that. So I went through and I was, okay, I hope I can make $2 or more on these books. And that's why I bought them. They also have some big dogs. I had a couple of really good Batman because they were, and these were 10-cent Batman, because he was like, oh, the blue stickers are 70% off. I'm like, holy shit, this, it's not Golden Age because it had the comics code, but I was really excited about it, but it was the wrong sticker and it ended up being less, but or it would cost a hell of a lot more. Okay, so this is Batman number 425. And we have Batman number 411. I didn't put these in numerical order because I have the beginning of that story, issue number 410, right here. So there you go. Also, we have, I do know that we also have Detective Comics Two-Face story as well. All right, next up. Oh, I know I've got a mini series here. It's a 2-issue, and it's Wonder Man. This is Tales of the Marvel Wonder Man, and it's one of those acetate, whatever you call these. What is this? Mylar covers? Yeah, but it's issues 1 and 2. There you go. I like the art. Look at that. Whoa. Okay. Well, that didn't bend at all, did it? There you go. I like that. That is so freaking cool. They kind of obscure the cover, like, oh, hey, what's going on there? You can't really tell. And then, like, on the back, it's plain as day. Okay. There you go. We have DC Comics presents JLA, The Age of Wonder, a 100-page spectacular. Is this an Elseworlds? Yeah, kind of looks, because you got the you got Starman, Superman. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like an Elseworlds. Well, the art's pretty good. See if I can't find a dynamic page to show you the art or anything, but here you go. It actually looks pretty good. All righty. Cool, cool, cool. Then we have Green Lantern, Emerald Twilight. They did the Emerald Dawn books. Now you have Emerald Twilight. There you go. Also, Marvel Tales. I like what they're doing with Marvel Tales now. It's not just individual issues like it used to be with Spider-Man and such. Now they're doing character Marvel Tales. This is Danny Ketch's Ghost Rider. And it would have, I guess, issues number 1, 2, and 3 from the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider series. There you go. I do believe, like, I sold Future Imperfect, the Marvel Tales with that, where it has that series in it. Here we have a True Believers book. I know some of you guys, oh yeah, why are you trying to do the True Believers? But here is the Punisher, first appearance of Punisher. So there you go. One annual that I will buy anytime I see it, because I know it is a good seller, is the Spectacular Spider-Man annual number 8 with the return of Gwen Stacy. And that one's always cool. I found a facsimile book, and this is Superman, the Superman number 1. And the cool thing about this is that not only do you get the story. Wait, is this Superman? It says Superman, but is it action or what? Let me see what it reprints here, because that's Action Comics number 1. Originally published as Superman number 1. Yeah, okay. But not only do you get the Superman story, but well, the other Action Comics was like this. Yeah, here you go. You get like what is his name, Mandrake or something like that. You get the full freaking book. No, this is all Superman, is it? Is it? Okay. I know the Action Comics, you get all the side stories, but I guess Superman number 1 was like, well, yeah, it's the first book dedicated to one single hero. So that makes a lot of sense that it would be all Superman stories. All right. Next up we have, but I love the facsimiles. I really do. Let's see. Okay. E, what do you have on mind to spend some money? Hey, One Slick. So far I've shown off some FemForce, some Batman, some Flair comics, a couple of one-shots like that Superman facsimile, Age of Wonder. Right here I've got the Lady Death lingerie issue. There you go. This I really have to look up because I don't know the artist. The initials are WA. But this is oh shoot, what am I caught on? Here you go. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, number 1 Virgin variant cover, but I don't know whose cover it is yet. I haven't looked it up. If you guys, I mean, there's the initials. Where are the initials? I just saw them. It's like, there you go, WO. If you know who that is, but that's a beautiful freaking cover. I'm going to check the value, see where I should put this. All righty. Next up, one of my favorite of all the 90s gimmick covers. This is one of my favorite. If you go by what this is, I prefer the Spectre number 1, but this is Ghost Rider number 15. It's a glow-in-the-dark cover. There you go. Got another True Believers here, and this is the Savage She-Hulk. There you go. Enjoy the books, guys. The show sucked, but the books didn't. Well, up to a point. I'd say I like the Peter David run. After the Peter David run, it's a little iffy. Here is a really good prestige format book. It's called Catwoman, Guardian of Gotham. I've always enjoyed that one. All right. Let's see what we got here. What do we have here? Oh, this one. Yeah, if I was going by what was special, this one would have been a while back. Here is Silver Surfer number 50. Ooh, it's shiny. And I love the fact that there are not a lot of scratches on the Silver Surfer. A lot of times, if you're going dollar bin diving or anything like that, Silver Surfer's all scratched up and everything. Like people were going, before I read this. All righty. Next up, we have another facsimile. And this is Detective Comics number 38, first appearance of Robin. And let's see, what do we get? Slam Bradley, The Case of the Vanishing Train by Richard Martin. It looks like Joe Palooka. No, Cliff Crosby. We all yearn for more tales of him. Malone, District Attorney. We've got Speed Saunders. So you get the entire thing, the Crimson Avenger. You don't just get the first appearance of Robin, but they do the whole thing, and that's really cool about these facsimile books. All righty. Next up, we have the this is a reprint, but it's a prestige format reprint of the very first Secret Origins book. And then we have one of my favorite specials. This is the last issue, the last Batgirl issue before she became Oracle. And there you go. Really good special as well. All righty. And finally, I pulled these, and the owner of the shop was like, I don't know what these kids are thinking, because they had to go through the books and take out the ones that are going to be valuable and so forth. And apparently they missed a couple. Here's Excalibur. Now, this is the entire series from the Age of Apocalypse. It's the gold covered trade paperback of that. And I also have Generation Next. There we go. And you can see it in there. It's like a hologram. All righty, but those are the books I picked up for the auction. They're going to be in the auction tonight. And please stop by, man. Check it out. Even if you're not buying anything, which you should. Yeah, hang out and enjoy the chat. Hang out and enjoy the chat. It's a good time to be had. It really is. Apparently, I gave LK my cold. I do apologize for that. Can you see the TM? Okay, one slick. I got you. Ready? Here's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cover. All righty. And I did check on the inside. It is, it says first printing. There you go. All righty. I think that last Ronin is the Artgem variant. It looks, what the hell's that WWO down on the bottom? I thought so, because on the back, hey, look, it's got this, but it doesn't have Artgem's signature on the back. So, or on the front. Oh, there you go. What up, Dominic? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Eglantine. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. Thank you. Thank you. I had a good time at the warehouse looking for books. I actually got the auction all flat out ready so I could spend time. But when I got the books, I was like, no, that has to be shown. I got to show you guys off. I got to put these in the auction tonight. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. And I can tell you're very excited to show them off for tonight.
I am, and I'm in a good mood. I've been sick all week. I'm glad to get out and go do something. The problem, though, is that my air conditioning died in our first summer, and it is what you guys would call spring. This is our first summer, and I'm freaking parched. It's freaking like a desert in my mouth right here.
I see.
What's
well, I honestly didn't know you were sick.
I know I'm good here. Let's see, what else do we have? Hold up okay, we got that. The cover is Artgem B revealed Kunka variant, says Ashley. Well, thanks. Ash, not Ashley. Or is it? I mean, it's Ashley in the movie, right? Let's see, what do we have here? Austin, whoa, I was on another tab. What was the Batman The New Adventures title supposed to be? Yeah, they called it No, it's the same run. It's the same run of Batman. It's just for some reason, for a few issues, they called it The New Adventures. All right. Acetate covers are nice, but almost too nice for my taste. I miss the simple days of basic covers and newsprint. I do too. I got to admit, I've handled a couple of Golden Age now, and I'm thinking, yeah, I just kind of miss it. Yeah. Big panels. Maybe even the description showing what the panel's saying, like it's like, hey, he flew into the window, and we see like Superman flying into a window. It's like, you don't need to say it, but they said it anyway. I kind of miss that. The simple times, I think. But there you go, man. Hopefully you saw something. Dominic, did you see anything you'd be interested in?
Well,
like, hey, that looked cool.
Well,
I'm not pressuring you into buying. I don't do that. I'm not a car salesman. Buy it.
Oh, I wasn't able to see like what you have in your haul because I just got here, and
I was worried about that. There tends to be, the little delay. Like I'll start a show and then half an hour later, everybody's getting the notice. Whoops. Yeah. Thanks, YouTube. No, this was a pop-up. This was a pop-up. So, yeah. It's Ash or AOC or Big Booty Latina. Not Ashley. Okay,
Uh,
gotcha.
well, since I'm here, what did you find at the warehouse?
Oh, okay. I guess a recap will be in order, huh? All right. Yeah. Let me start off.
Recaps are just fine.
All right. Let me start off with the singles. JLA active. Well, hold up. For those of you who showed up late, here's round there. Nope. There we go. JLA, the Ace of Wonder, the Age of Wonder. I'm looking at that wrong. That was a bad reading. Now we have the Green Lantern, Emerald Twilight. It is a trade paperback, by the way. It's got quite a few stories in it. There you go. Oh, is it the death? Is this where he goes nuts? Yeah, that's what it is. It's where he goes fucking nuts. There you go. Right there. All right. Cool. We've got the Marvel Tales, Danny Ketch. So these are issues 1, 2, and 3. And we had the True Believers with the Punisher, the first appearance of the Punisher. Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 8, the the reappearance of Gwen Stacy and the facsimile of Superman number 1. I know some of you have seen this. Actually, I think 1 or 2 of you have seen this from the beginning. I'm just going to go backwards here. The lingerie issue of Lady Death. And then we have issue number 15 of Ghost Rider, the glow-in-the-dark issue. True Believers, She-Hulk number 1. We have Catwoman, Guardian of Gotham number 1. Well, it's a one-shot, actually. Silver Surfer number 50. That awesome freaking silver cover there. The first appearance of Robin, the facsimile. And these are complete issues, so you get all of the stories, not just the main story. The Secret Origins number 1 prestige format reprint that they did in the 2000s. The Batgirl special. This was her last appearance before she became the Oracle in 1980s, 90s. Then we have the gold-covered Excalibur trade paperback. This is all of the issues collected right here. And that's from the Age of Apocalypse. And we also have Generation Next. And we have the Artgem cover of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Last Ronin number 1. All right. And then we have Wonder Man, his miniseries, Tales of the Marvels, Wonder Man, issues 1 and 2. It's a 2-issue miniseries. Kadokes. And then we had... this is FemForce. We're on to FemForce now. And we had FemForce, here we go. We had FemForce issue number 36. And we had FemForce issue number 39. And we had FemForce number 50. Number 54. And all of these will be in tonight's auction. 55, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff that I got from the convention last week. Issue number 56, and we have issue number 58, and we have issue number 59, and here is issue number 60. We have issue number 61, issue 62. Issue 63, FemForce issue 66, and then we have Batman issue number 425, 411, and 410. 411, and issue number 410. There you go. All righty, next up, there were some Daredevils. And from that, we had issue number 234, where they meet Madcap. 235, where he goes up against Hyde. We had issue number 237. And here is issue number 239. He goes up against the Punisher in issue number 257. Whoa, here you go. 257. There is a bit of a... It's not like a roll like the back cover, but if you look there, it does roll up a bit on the front. You see that? A want to be honest about conditions and everything. I mean, it looks good. It just does have that going on. Issue number 260. And here is issue number 268. And we have number 271. And here is number 273. And we have number 277. Number 285. Number 290. And the last right story, we have 3 of the 4 issues. I wish there was all 4 issues, because this is a really good storyline where Daredevil gets his revenge on the Kingpin for Born Again. But you have 297, 299, and 300. There is an AIM quote in here against the Kingpin I freaking loved. But do yourselves a favor. Even those 3 issues, check that book out. It's good stuff. Okie dokies. Artichokes. We have the hero graphics. I was sent, hey, can you get some FemForce? Can you get some hero graphics? I found them. Yay! That cover is Artgem B Big Booty Latina issue. Mrs. stands all. I do, really. Let's see. You see, you press the rewind button, hold it there for 20 minutes to get the whole tape on. Oh, what are we talking about? FYI, that last Ronin is a variant of a variant. There is an A version with a hood on. This is the B version. Well, it's also a Virgin variant, which I want to check out. Alrighty. Let's see. Is this the auction? It is not the auction. It's a little bit of a preview of some books that I got last minute that I'm going to be throwing in there. Here is Flair First Edition, number 1. I did get number 2 at the convention last week. Here is Flair First Edition. This is old, though, and it's not... It says Flair First Edition, but it's old. It's so old. It's like me old. There you go. And then we have issue number 2 of the... and I got issue number 1, and I showed that off. I got that at the convention last week. And we have issue number 3. And we have issue number 4. And then issue number 5. We have issue number 6, which is the first appearance of Tigris. So 1 through 6, you got a good run. You got a good idea of what's going on. Also, annual. There you go. And then issue number 7, I suppose, goes with the later one. So let me put this. This, however, looks like it goes with the older one, I guess. But there's issue number 14. And then there's a second run of Flair. This is issue number 1. And issue number 2. Issue number 3. And issue number 7. Okay. Now I put down an Icicle because I thought Icicle was was its own book. I think I might have put down a Flair that had the first appearance of Icicle in it. But there you go. That is everything twice. So you're going to see these books tonight. By all means, check it out tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is done. It is ready to go. I guess I do have to deal with it a little bit to figure out how to put all of these books in there. I've got more. I showed off a lot of Detective Comics from last week, and I didn't show off all of them. So I've got some Detective Comics from last week. I've got some older ones. I've also got the books that I got at the auction, including we got some nice Silver Age Disney's. There you go. And then Huey, Dewey, Louie, Back to School. Still have that Lone Star signed by Mike S. Miller. Oh my goodness. Old comics. I love the smell of old comics. I love the smell of old comics in the morning. All right. But 3, 4, 5. Something I'm particularly happy for. Oh, my back. Okay. not my back. I'm not happy about that because that just said, oh, why'd you twist that way? Woo! Okay, stretch it. There we go. Don't get old, kids. Stay in shape. Don't be a fat mother like myself. How this is, you know what? No, don't do the body positivity thing. All right, when you get old and you're out of shape, you can throw your back by grabbing some. This ain't heavy. This ain't heavy, guys. Look, hey, you know, no problem. And I still twisted my back. But you got to check the condition out on these Disneys. If you have not seen them yet, look at that. Is that not a beautiful thing, Dominic?
It's very beautiful.
That is a beautiful thing right there, kids. And
back when Disney was still good.
I know, right? And the cool thing is that they're all in awesome condition. I thought some of them might have been like 1930s, 1940s. When I called that out, I was tired as hell to the point where, like, on my eye, it blood vessel burst, and I have one of those red things going on, like, in my eye. It was gross. So I read the 5 as a 3, and luckily it was pointed out. I want to say Eric and Boyd, maybe Jay. I think it was Eric and Boyd pointed out that no, it couldn't have been a 3 because Chippendale hadn't been invented yet. But there you go. I mean, look at these things. These are awesome. These are freaking awesome. Hey, Custodian Kim, what's up? How you doing, man? But there you go. And once again, these are also in the auction tonight. The little wavy stuff that's in the bag, not on the comic. The comic is freaking awesome. I try to grab one of these any time I can. Here you go. We got some Cyber Frog #1 and one of the greatest Superman stories of all time. But yeah, those are just samples of some of the stuff I showed off. And man, I love showing these things off. I've already showed these, but these are the big dogs that I'm showing off right now. Let me pull. This is something I'm particularly happy with. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to give a little price reveal too, because I already put the price sticker on it. But look at that. You know how hard it is to keep black covers like this in good shape? Well, I didn't put the price sticker on. I thought I did.
It can be hard. I'll tell you.
Yeah, look at that.
Not an easy task.
This is awesome. It really is. That is that is a cool freaking book. Let's see. I got a Shazam 100. The weirdest Jack Kirby cover of all time. But once again, not only are black covers hard to keep clean, but white covers are as well. Look at that. Look at that cover there, man. And the cool thing is the book is awesome as well.
Yes, it is.
I can go on a limb and say the Witching Hour is pretty cool as well. So, yeah, there's some really neat stuff. I'll tell you what, though. I like the horror comics, but personally, I like the war books a bit better. And I got a couple of those. I got some Sergeant Rock. Oh, and here's the other flare. So you'll see where they sit. This one I was actually surprised. I saw this one going for 20, and I saw this book going for 50. Both times, my book was either comparable or better, and these things sold. I went off of sold prices, not on that. So I figured, okay, you got 20, you got 50. I'm going to compromise with you guys, and I'm going to put it at 15. Okay, that's just based on I got a good deal, so why don't I give you guys a good deal? But I was actually surprised to see how good that was. We have a 100-page giant Sergeant Rock here in excellent condition. That one, a little bit more expensive. There we go. And then we have issue number 157 of DC at War. And here you go. And this is Sergeant Rock meeting up with the Unknown Soldier. Just to give you a heads up, you know, I just showed off Flair first edition #1. Here's the #2 issue. And here is the #1 of the regular. All righty. And then here is issue #1 of the 2004. So there we go. Give you a little preview of those things. But yeah, you can see we have some good books. These are just the big dogs. I've got Detective Comics. I got some Legion. I got the Outlaw Kid. This is going to be in this is in the $1 books because you know, it's rough, but hey, it's still a good Bronze Age Western. All righty, let me check this out. Since I'm showing off books, let's go through Detective Comics. A lot of those. I managed to pull these. If you're an Elementals fan, here's Fathom issues 1 and 2. All
nice.
right. I know you 80s, 90s kids love your cartoon comics. I got Star Wars #1. Occasionally those go for something. Let's see. And it's all basically based on what I paid for it. I don't really, no, that's not true. Sometimes I do go off what they're actually valued at. Look, guys, anytime you find this awesome character right here, you got to pick it up, right? Right? Anyway, we have 331 and 333 of Avengers with Rage. Those are some of the dollar books. With the $2, I picked up some ass comics, as you guys have begun to call them. Awesome books, but you're right. The acronym is ass. All right, what else do we got going on here? Oh, this Western is actually good enough to make it in the $2 books. It's not in rough shape. Let's see. I'm just trying to give an idea. I'm not going to show off the whole thing. I don't know how this one's going to do. It's definitely worth more than $2 because of the storyline, but it's only one part of the storyline. So there you go. We got this awesome Aquaman Bronze Age book. Let's see. In the $3, we got the West Coast where, hey, look, Wanda's kids are this Devil's Hands. All right. Let's see. Oh, I know you guys aren't as impressed, but Classic Illustrated, Tom Sawyer. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome. You don't see that very often.
I know, right? Let's see. And I also got issue #1 of 2 of my favorite miniseries. These books are incredible. I mean, these books aren't just good. These books are freaking incredible. Check those out. Seriously. Let's see. Oh, $5 books. $5 books tonight are pretty cool. We've got a Kazar graphic novel. The Guns of, I think, what was it called? The Guns of the Savage Land. And then I'm not going to go through these again, but this is Savage Conan number 23, 24? 23. All righty. And all of them are Savage Sword of Conan. And I've got 20 of them today. So you can, yeah, you can get your, unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab onto some magazine bags though. But yeah, I've got 20 of the Savage Sword of Conan magazines in the $5. So there you go. I think that's awesome.
Oh, I agree.
Another 100-page, or this is an 80-page giant. I mean, I was able to pick up some awesome freaking books for the auction. So gosh darn excited. I know you got to worry when you're doing this kind of thing because I love these 100-page giants. Maybe y'all don't, so it's a risk, right? Let's see. For the $1 books at the end of the night, at the end of the auction, I've got a pretty good haul of Wonder Woman New 52, written by Brian K. Vaughan. Detective Comics, a lot of Wonder Woman from the New 50 year. Detective Comics Nightfall, some Action Comics. And there you go. That gives you an idea of what's going to happen tonight. So I hope you guys see something that excites you. You can tell I'm just excited to be on this particular end. Sometimes that blows up in my face where I'm like, hey, these books are awesome. And it's crickets. But there you go. 50 cents for the Conan. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Next time, if you do a 50-cent auction.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't think I would ever go 50 cents on Sword of Conan unless they were coverless.
Oh, of course.
I saw a couple like that, but I'm glad I was able to get them at a price where I could put them up for $5. That's the hardest part. I want, and I know I'm kind of married to the $1, what is it, $1, $2, $3, $5 range, but it does make it hard because I would like to get these awesome books, but it's hard to find these awesome books for those in that price range. So I could actually, not in that price range, but so I could sell it at that price range. So yeah, that kind of makes it difficult sometimes, but yeah, it's still interesting.
I understand.
Yeah.
So, well, all that, like, what do you have for sets?
What?
What do you have for sets? For
sets? Actually, what I'm thinking of, I told you I have Detective Comics, but what I have is like Detective Comics 530 through 540, not literally, but I've got a lot of runs of Detective. So I think I'm going to package those up into sets, and then I will, I'll put these in there so it'll still match out to 20, because I usually try to do 20 lots in a night. So I think I'm going to do that. So it'll be Detective Comics. It'll be stuff like the Wonder Man. If I find something that's still that, I'm not going to put that Sabretooth in there. I'm done with trying to sell Sabretooth 1 through 4. But there you go. Also, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about, because Maranya always says, you give it a second chance, give it a second chance. I was thinking if what doesn't sell, I might actually put out community tabs with the books, and if anybody wants to bid on those, if you miss the auction, or if because I know, like, I haven't seen Darkness Comes around except for when we did an auction on Tuesday. So if you're not able to make it on Saturday and such, obviously Saturday's the big day, so you might miss something if you don't join up. But yeah, I might actually do that, put out community tabs. You got a lot of books.
Not a bad idea.
I'm cooking. It's going to start at 8 tonight. And once again, except for I now have to figure out where those books go, because I had it all set. But I've got to get everything bagged and backing boarded up, and figure out where to go and what to do. And that also includes I need to have something to eat, because I haven't eaten all day. I am still wearing my shirt from last night because I literally woke up, put on my socks and shoes, let's go. So so I could get out to the warehouse early. They start at 9, and I am not a person that likes to wake up before 9. So yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern, England Teen Standard Time, which might actually mean 8:15, but definitely around 8 p.m. Got a great. Well, thank you, Eric. I hope you found something to bid on, something to excite you. That's cool. I just purchased a sort of earlier today at my local comic shop. There, Custodian Ken says they're good magazines. They are. Speaking of magazines, one thing I almost came home with is some older Wizard comics and some older back issue magazines. Not Wizard comics, but Wizard magazines. I thought, well, let's give these a try. I have no idea how it'll do. I tended to steer away from the movie stuff. Some of them were later issues, actually, most of them, like in the 2000s. Is that something you guys like? Is there someone out there that would be interesting too? Because the ones that I picked up, and I'm saying this because they are still there waiting for me. The ones I picked up were like, it had Elektra. One had Elektra on the cover as a Skrull. The next one had Spider-Woman as a Skrull. Art was very good. And I got this, it was Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. It said the Trinity and such. It was a really good cover. And the back issue magazine's alter ego was like an interview with, I want to say Steve Ditko or something, and they were spotlighting his books. Are you guys interested in that kind of thing? Like, and I'm asking because I need to know, should I waste my time and money looking for it? If not, okay, I'll skip them. But if I've got somebody, I found Flare. I found Film Force because it was requested. But I'm just wondering if that's the kind of thing. If any of you guys would be interested in that kind of thing. What's up? Who are you staring at? What's up? Hey, what's going on? All right. He'll end up staring at the headphones, and then he's going to start attacking the wire in just a second. All righty, let's see. Is there anybody out there? I'm not seeing the comments move too much here, so I'm wondering, are you still there, Dominic?
I'm still here. I muted myself temporarily because there was some background noise.
You're out on the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anchor. Right now, there's a train passing by me.
Oh, fun times, fun times. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this up. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard is the beginning of the auction. I got to get all this stuff put in, and didn't really have much to say. I'm just well, thank you, Austin. I do appreciate it. I'm just so used to saying my bit, and then I go to the comments to lead me to wherever you guys want to take me on, and so that's kind of the deal here. When I'm get past the main topic, I go, okay, what are you guys talking about? Let's talk about it. Remember when Dominic used to be super quiet?
Very funny, Ash.
He's right. You got a better mic, man. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. I'm just responding in jest.
Yeah, that's it. Because now we can hear you. You're great. Now we can hear the traffic in the background. Because before it would be like, well, blah 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 blah, and okay, Dominic. I can't, but there you go.
Yeah, that was really embarrassing.
Thanks for Dominic jumping on. Thank you guys for sitting and watching me excitingly show off these books. I'm very happy for. Hopefully they find a buyer and a home tonight. And by the way, I do have the next collection for next week lined up as well. All I got to do is pay for it, but it's a hefty price, but it's a lot of books. And so tonight I definitely have to make about 200. But we got a Monsters Unleashed magazine #8. We got #7. We've got 180 comics, including World's Finest, Justice League, Swamp Thing, an Action 456, which is Lex Luthor beating the shit out of a baby Superman. We've got Blue Devil, Hex, Justice League International, shit ton of World's Finest, some Silver Age and Bronze Age Metal Men. For next week, Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew. After you have that, like, what else do you need? So a lot of cool stuff. So I've got next week's auction lined up, and that all depends on tonight's auction. Thank you very much for hanging out. See you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good day. See you tonight.